Hey everyone, it's Janet Wakeland with Remarkably Created. Few of you may have seen me pop on and off real quick right at 3 o'clock. I was just thinking to myself, oh my gosh, everything's been running smoothly since our launch 9 o'clock yesterday morning, and then I spoke too soon. So I'm not going to think that thought. I'm not going to even say it out loud until after 9 o'clock tonight when we're all done. This is Janet Wakeland with Remarkably Created, and we are on day 2 of looking at new products from the 2024 Stampin' Catalog. Some of you may know me as Remarkably Created, but also Janet Wakeland. So let's just jump right in, and what we're going to be taking a look at is the Full of Life suite of products. There's just one word for me to describe this suite, and it's happy. It just has all of these big, beautiful, bright colors. And for me, it checks a lot of boxes when I look for my standard five things that I can do with it. When I'm looking at making craft vestments in my crafting stash or in my personal business, I always ask myself, are there 5 different things that I can do with product? And this has that and then some, and you're gonna see that in the samples that I share with you. So you've got 6x6 paper in this suite, a beautiful stamp set. You've got some dies. Of note, the dies work by themselves. Yes, they coordinate here, but they also stand alone, and you could use just the dies if you're just looking for a fun die set. And then you've got some great embellishments, which I did not bring to the table, and I apologize for that. But you will see them at 9 o'clock when I review all of the new embellishments. Of course, some great samples. So let's take a look at all of the products up close and personal. You've got a nice bold stamp set with lots of different fonts and some great greetings. So excited for you. Thank you for being a friend. Love you, miss you, best friend, hi, happy birthday, birthday wishes, best wishes, depending on how you want to mix and match them, thinking of you. You've got a little paint swish, you've got thinking of you, you've got some different size hearts, and then you've got a leaf. As far as dies and what they cut, you're going to be able to cut the 2 larger hearts. You're going to be able to cut this leaf, and then you're going to be able to cut the word friend. And then you have all of these amazing fun bonus dies that I'm going to showcase for you some great things that you can do with them. So let's kind of put this side by side, set the stamp set off for just a minute. So first, with this heart, if you cut just the heart, you're going to create an opening on your card, and I've done 2 fun samples for you featuring just this layout right here. I'm going to tip that just a little bit so that you can see that just having this works as well. Now you can take this piece and you can lay the 2 like this and die cut, and what ends up happening when you do that is you do cut the full heart, and you also get an outline piece. You can also get that outline piece strictly by cutting with the heart itself. So those 2 work together. They also work alone. Then you have your little paint swish, okay? You have your big bold leaf. You have your skinny friend. And you can see here that when you stamp the word friend, it's a little thicker than here. So you've got friends through thick and thin, right? And then this friend here is actually works as a backdrop. So you can lay the word, the skinny friend, you can use alone, or you can layer it on top of the word friend. To get this friend, you stamp it and you use this die, okay? So here this was stamped and we used the open die. This is just the skinny, and then this is just the open, and you would lay the skinny on top of it. And here you can see the leaf. And then just to showcase for you something fun is, and it works with any dies at all, but a lot of times we forget to do it, and that's to die cut through DSP. Look how fun that friend is with the different colors on it when you die cut through some of that designer paper. And even here with the little line through it, it still gives you that look. And if you were to back it on black or a darker color, maybe you pull out one of the colors that are in here. For example, pumpkin pie, that word would really pop. So don't forget to go ahead and die cut your designer papers. And speaking of designer papers, let's take a look. I'm going to try to figure out where I want to go with this to give us a little bit of space. Let's take a look at that. The pack of papers is 6 by 6, and you're going to get 4 of each sheet. And I'll bet if I turn that, it won't be as distracting. Okay, so you've got your little circles, bigger circles. And the colors are just happy, happy, happy. You've got all kinds of colors, whether you're stamping for the men in your life, the women in your life. Here, Louisiana, June is coming, so Pride Month is coming, so it'll be great for that. But just look at all of these different color combinations and sizes on this side. And that thing that I love, like when you look at these, they're nice straight lines, and you're going to see on one sample how we were able to cut these strips apart. You could actually cut the little squares if you were feeling up to it. I actually cut one of these apart and put it back together, so you can actually get your scissors in between those as well and do some cutting. So lots of possibilities there. And then, oh my gosh, guys, look at the yumminess on this side. Look at this. Look at these, just the beautiful kind of a wash. Looks like you took your ink spot and did it across. Just lots of possibilities. A little bit like alcohol ink there. And you've got some going straight across, kind of then on a diagonal. So lots of possibilities, guys. And then the cool thing about this paper is the sheer number of colors in the Stampin' Up! Family of colors that work well with this. Of course, the artisans have recommended colors. I'm going to show those for you. But I know that using black works really well with it to make all the colors pop, and you're going to find some other colors. So we have our Petunia Pop, speaking of popping. We have Berry Burst and Melon Mambo. We have our Balmy Blue, our Blueberry Bushel, and our Cool Caribbean. You have Daffodil Delight. You have your Granny Apple, and then your Lemon Lime, your Pumpkin Pie, your Shy Shamrock, your Shaded Spruce, and your Real Red. So look at that, guys. So you're going to really be able to utilize a lot of the colors in your crafting stash. And don't forget, it's more than cardstock. You're going to have markers, you're going to have blends, you're going to have different types of embellishments and fun things like that that work with this. So let's pull in some samples. You've actually already been seeing this paper in use. So some of these are going to be a review if you've seen some of the videos. If this is your first time watching, then it's not a review, but you can go back and find these. So when we showcased a couple of different products, the shopping cart, attention shoppers, as well as the new pockets, this paper was pulled in, and both for the pocket on the inside and this. This, if you're, again, first time seeing this, I showed how to make this card in that video. This one was showed at the end of the night. This fun lolly here, the little rosette, was made using the paper from this Full of Life suite. You saw this when we did the very first video of the day on day 1, showcasing the new tab punch, but then again bringing in the friends and then just doing it in black just to merely make it pop against those pastels. You saw this as well when we were showcasing here the embossing folders, but just kind of pulling stuff together and matching. You can see the hearts there. And you also then saw this one. We created that really fun onesie with paper from that pack. And then some new ones for you. So I talked about ideas for this piece right here. One of the ideas is just to create a shaker card. And so this is the new In Color Glimmer paper. This is the Petunia Pop. We put it on Petunia Pop cardstock. So excited for you. We're gonna just shake our tail feathers. We have a little heart, but again, just turning it into a shaker card is a great way just to use that outline. So you can have a little bit of fun with that. Then another variation on that, this is a wedding card, and we've got gold underneath, and then we have a gold outline around it, some gold flat sequins, and then the greetings from Wonderful Thoughts. Congratulations, this is only the beginning of a life filled with love. And to really kind of make the gold pop, this layer here, the top layer, is actually up on dimensionals so that the gold is recessed. And that creates a little bit of depth, and it actually makes that gold really pop. But who would have thought when you looked at that full of life bundle that you would have pulled something like this out? And that's something that I really love about it. I told you that I disassembled that one sheet of paper that has the spirals like this. And what I did was I cut them apart. I cut 2 sheets apart because I wanted just the colors that were the petunia, the berry, a little bit of the kind of purple shades, and put them up across. Brought some more of that glimmer paper in, friend and hearts, and we've got a fun card. Again, don't be afraid to disassemble and take your scissors to them. And then throughout the day-to-day, I've been showcasing for you different layouts that are featured in the catalog on page 22. On page 22, there are 22 layouts. And one of the layouts that is featured is this one here. What's fun about this piece is it's right justified, which means that the designer paper is lined up all the way on the right side. You could also do left justified, which would move everything over to the left-hand side. And then take a look at the paper. You're going to notice that this is distressed just a little bit. And that's the tip that I have for you in this video. So let me bring in 2 of my favorite things to do and to work on. And so I've got 2 different types of designer paper, and I just have sanding paper. I like having them on a block. You can find these at any of the hardware stores. In this case, it's got different size grit on the different sides. So just, you know, next time you're out and about, stop by one of the big box hardware stores and look for it. You can also just get sheets of sanding paper. Maybe there's some in the shed or the garage or something at your house. But again, I like having the block so I have it in my hands. And in this case, I'm going to work with the, and I'm just gonna start to, and this does not hurt the glass mat, by the way. Some of you are like, oh my God, she's sanding on her glass mat. But you can do as much or as little as you want. And what you're doing is you're revealing the white underneath. Now this will not work on our current cardstock. Our current cardstock is dyed the whole way through. But one of the products that we acquired from Close to My Heart, and we will start seeing this fall, is white core cardstock. And that's cardstock that is white in the middle. It's dyed top and dyed bottom, but it has a white center. And this trick will then work on that white core paper when it debuts this fall. So, and a shout out to all of the Close to My Heart makers that have come on board Stampin' Up. We are really happy to have you. And we are thankful that we were able to offer you a landing place. And we look forward to sharing a lot with you. But again, just working with that. And some of them are going to sand a little bit differently, depending on, there we go, now it's starting to work. The other way that you can use this is also to distress those edges. If you're not good doing it with your nails or that creeps you out, then you can go ahead and use that sanding block to get that nice distressed look around your edges. Because this was kind of like little paint swatches and stuff, that was kind of, you know, just that look of like you've swiped a brush across. So lots of different fun stuff. You can go back through the older videos. Oops, here's one that was stuck on the back. This little t-shirt here is one of the ones from that paper. And then we pulled some others. I got to get some better glue out. Her tutu keeps coming undone. We got to fix her tutu. But again, some of the other ones that I showed you in the very beginning are from videos from day one. you can go back through the day one videos to learn a little bit more about the projects, and then especially how to make this card on day one. So as always, any questions about anything, just let me know. If not, I hope you're having a great afternoon. I hope you're having an amazing Mother's Day, and I'll see you guys back here at 5 o'clock.